Lovely stuff. So how high are you hoping to fly?
It's Caspian.
It was the chance of getting into the Bognor Birdman. I've been watching it for a few years now, and it's just one of those 101 things that you want to do before you die.
Just at the moment. Can you find the red flyers? Possibly.
I haven't tried to do. What? Put this on with a crash helmet on.
It's not
Does it fit?
Well, just test it.
No, that's
Put that on and then put the crash helmet on.
No, because then I'll never get my head out.
Yeah, but for photos, you'd be alright.
Hey, just leave it unstrapped. So when are you afraid that you're going to hit the water and drown or something?
No, I'll just break my neck. It's okay.
Really?
That's it. The drowning won't kill him. It's the neck break that will kill him.
Well, you know, we're going to take a running leap, and this machine's going to glide like Fred and Ginger down a crystal staircase. Although she may trip on a hemline and go tits over arse.
How far?
It's going to fly like a brick straight down, I should imagine.
Okay.
So the Mark II version, this is just one of those sports exercise balls, which is about as close as we've ever got to exercising over there. Yeah, and then we stuck papier mâché around it, and then stuck the tail fin on there. And there's a couple of plates underneath, my mum's kitchen plates, so if she's watching or she's around, she'll get them back later.
Very good. I've been coming here since '97, and it's been either sort of tailwind, crosswind, pouring of rain, very windy, very gusty, very hot, very cold. Today the conditions are looking real good.
When I put a breakfast on a plate, I always put my sausages together. Yeah.
And you put your bacon together, don't you?
Yeah. Bacon and sausages.
Sausage.
Seems like my whole life has been determined to build this thing, and I haven't had a chance to test it before I got here, so could be dangerous. I'm a little scared. Well, I hope to get a good swoop, and I hope to do some butterfly stroking. If there was more wind, I'm not sure. I've got a new modification, giant strap to hold the wing ends down, and I'm not sure, but I'm gonna hit it with a vengeance.
Well, I think the Birdman sort of epitomises Virgin. It's fun, it's a little bit zany, it's a little bit mad. I think everybody here, I mean, thousands of people are all going to have a good laugh I think at our expense. And it's also something to do with flight. And I spent my life trying to fly further or faster or whatever than other people, and it's a love of challenge. Well, Virgin Atlantic have got a serious attempt, which one of our apprentice engineers is doing, and they've really built a replica of the Wright brothers plane of 100 years ago, which so it seems appropriate. And if they're lucky with the wind, they've got a chance of breaking the record. And I think one or two of the other entries have as well. I'm doing a sort of slightly less serious attempt. We're battling to keep Concorde flying, and we're doing something which possibly will contribute to our campaign to keep Concorde flying. My principal thought looking over the edge is to make sure that I keep my legs crossed as I go down.
Boys to film the event, I think they need to keep out of the way in case the garage door flies backwards. Here he goes! Look at that! The garage door back into the legs of the pair. Yes. And now is Martin Gill, our intrepid birdman. I reckon I backed that last week. Here he goes! Oh, very good too. Did he do as well as the horse you backed last week then, Eric? No, definitely not. In actual fact, he's from Halesowen in West Midlands. He's a truck driver, and he's jumping on behalf of Birmingham young volunteers who help underprivileged children. And here we go. That's it. Go on. Job. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. Wonderful. I hope he doesn't get squashed by a boat. In goes the RNLI, the rescue.
Do you feel confident?
Very confident. Well, actually not really that confident. I'm not sure if I'm going to float or not.
I hope your loo will be empty when you get down to the bottom.
Well, I feel sorry for anyone swimming after me.
Well, I hope so, because shuffling towards very gingerly. There he goes. Straight down. And he's a floater. Absolutely superb. Mr. Crapper, what did you start when you did all this? Do we have a time in the air or? Standing there with his pink elephant astride. What more could you want? I've got my doubts about the trunks and tusks, but there you are. You kind of
managed to make it.
So maybe that's what's going to happen today. They're not actually going to fly in these.
Ready? Green light! Green light!
Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It was nice to see the pink wellies. They needed those because they're in the water, that's for sure. And time is coming up any second now. The air time was 1.427 seconds. And the distance, 8.3 meters. Wonderful. Here he goes, straight off the pier, and in the rocket, passing company the Albatross as it sinks to the briny. In London, he's making his way to the front of the ramp. Wings outstretched, and down he goes. Very good. He flew a little bit. Looked like a very short time in the air. Just want to say hello to PJ out there. He's getting quite excited to come to watch this, bless him. And also little Ben.
And you've had a bit of tartan here, tartan wings there, yeah?
There they are. The cabin attendants standing eager as you.
Well, we're not downstairs. We've got them all. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this magnificent craft here. Carville King, I think it is.
A minute, start getting up there.
I'll tell you what, while they're on the platform, just before they jump, I want to discuss my statements with them. Those of you who've seen the black horses galloping over ground, you must be well aware of where this... And Finland. The Great Woodman Street. There he goes! That sounded painful. There they all are, they're all safe, they're all in the water. Team psychiatrist. And standing there, and up he goes, ladies and gentlemen, watch this, here he goes. Yes, very good, because at one point he went backwards, which I thought was quite an achievement. Here he goes, ladies and gentlemen, there he goes. Legs going like mad. And to no avail, unfortunately, he's in the briny. He's a bit wetter than he was a couple of seconds ago. The legs were going, flailing very hard. Rolls, sausages, bacon, eggs, baked beans, and there they go. Oh, look at that. They lost an egg, but it's still intact. The sausages are floating. The egg is the right colour for the Flying Scotsman as well, by the way. Here he goes. Look at that, a man carrying a logo. There he goes. I think we can see as he went down. How are we doing in the ratings then, Eric? That was number 5, I believe. Time in the air and distance. Time on in his thong. That's James in the Giant Peach. Oh no, it is a very good. It's a thong, is it? Something like that. Can he thing a thong? For the wind conditions to be exactly right. It's 12 knots at the moment. No, it's 11 now. Here he goes. Here he goes, ladies and gentlemen. There he goes. Right, here he goes. Very good. Very good. He's made a lovely grangette off the edge of the ramp there. Ready to jump, ready to jump. Oh, well done. Oh, excellent. I suppose the gorilla's off now to eat some leaves. Well done.
Oh, they think I'm nuts, just like most of the British people here, I'm sure. But, you know, I don't care. I'm going to just see how far I can get with this set of wings.
How would you describe conditions here today? They're near perfect, aren't they?
Ideal. Nice sunlight, nice wind. I hope the wind dies down so I can extend my wings all the way, you know.
Across the ramp, here he goes! Okay. Whoa! Oh, he didn't hang about there, did he? Timing now, 1.633 seconds.
Adjustments to the helmet, I think. No, the helmet's coming off, I think.
No.
Or it's going to eject when he gets there.
The wind is 10 knots. Here he's there. He's having a lot of trouble walking in it. Here he goes!
Oh, there he is.
There he goes! Like a giant moth.
You know, that sounded painful, didn't it?
Like a giant moth down into the briny. That's David Moore from Connecticut, USA.
Well, I didn't do quite as good as I thought, but I landed the way I wanted to. I think it cushioned my fall. Did you see it? Did it look like I was getting some air? It did? Great. We're going to analyze the video and possibly keep working.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Himself be taken away on the wings of Concorde. There we go. Oh, look at him. He's carrying away flies, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Into the sky. That is unbelievable. Well, I have to say, this is... There he goes. Well done. His air time, believe it or not, 1.545 seconds. Well done, he's safe. Must be. The time in the air for Sir Richard was 1.545 seconds and the distance covered, not bad, 11.2 metres. And Eric, is there any put him in the class? I believe it's second. I believe second, not sure. Second in the King Picture class. So his distance is very good. Wind speed 7 knots. Don't forget, and we're ready to go. And off he goes. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes. Give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Bill. Absolutely fantastic. His air time is 8.065. The wind seems to drop occasionally. Well, it's doing it now. It's just dropping. There's just dropped down to 11 knots.
So we're almost ready for a go. Ron's strapping himself in. What is the wind speed, please?
Wind speed 13 knots. It's gusty between 10 and 12 really on average.
15 seconds left for him to go.
There he goes. There he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Ron Freeman. He's going for the last 4 years. 5-time winner of the International Birdman of Bognor. Ron Freeman. Now, what a flight. He was in the air for 11.42 seconds. 11.42 seconds.
Builders, tension.
He's got to have done it, please.
Going for the big jumps. Come on, Rod.
Obviously, there's a lot of deliberation going on here to ensure that this distance is 100% accurate.
What did I say, 97?
I'm sorry to sort of put a mockers on it. Jamie Timms, if you can hear this message, will you please head to the nearest control centre or nearest policeman or police lady, please? Thank you. 1.2 metres.
That's fantastic.
Go back to Jamie because it's
on there, Ron! And he says, oh, it's good going last because you know exactly what you've got to beat. Yes, that is an advantage, but also the wind can also change, which it did. It went from 7 to about 13 knots, and that's very important when you're trying to penetrate a headwind. So I had to wait, and the guy on the nose wires, incidentally, is Tony Hughes. He was European hang gliding champion. We've both been world team hang gliding champions. He's a cracking guy, and he was saying, Ron, you've only got a minute left. I says, look, I've been timing the wind. The wind has been getting up on the minute to 13, 14 knots, and every minute or so, it's been dropping to about 9 knots. So I was timing it on the clock, and at about a minute 10, I saw the wind was 13, 14 knots. So I waited, and the guy in the nose wires, he's European champion, and he was really beginning to panic. He said, Ron, you've got 12 seconds, 12, 11. I says, that wind's going to drop any minute now. And it did. Within 2 seconds, 9 seconds on the clock, off I went 9 knots and did 81 meters. I was over the moon that I timed it just right.